drew our dreams on fragile skies, silver hopes in your soft eyes, said forever like a prayer, never thinking love could tear. Every word felt made of gold, every touch a story told. But promises can fade too soon, like shadows under a paper moon. We were dancing on paper moon promises, holding tight to a love so thin. Every kiss felt like forever, but forever never let us win. Now I'm standing in the silence with the pieces we once knew, just a heart full of paper moon promises, still reaching back to you. Photographs and fading light, echoes of a sleepless night. You said love would never bend, but even stars can meet an end. I kept believing every sign, every maybe felt like mine. The truth was hiding in the blue, a quiet goodbye I never knew. We were dancing on paper moon promises, holding tight to a love so thin. Every kiss felt like forever, but forever never let us win. Now I'm standing in the silence with the pieces we once knew, just a heart full of paper moon promises, still reaching back to you. If I could rewrite the night, would I hold you just as tight, or let the moonlight guide me home? Before I felt this much alone, we were dancing on paper moon promises, softest dreams we couldn't keep. Now your voice is just an echo, falling through my restless sleep. Even if the sky remembers all the love we thought was true, I'm still alone. I'm sandpaper moon promises. Streetlights flicker on my wall. I kept waiting for your call. Phone screen glowing in the dark, like a fire without a spark. Every minute felt too loud, hope was hiding in a cloud. I told myself you'd come around, but silence was the only sound. It was the night you didn't call, when I felt the first goodbye. Every second falling slowly, like a tear I couldn't hide. I kept writing you in my story, even when you slipped away. It was the night you didn't call that love began to fade. Coffee cold beside my bed, words I never got to say. Your last message in my head echoed louder than the rest. forever lost its name. Every promise turned to silence, every heartbeat felt the same. Now the echoes keep reminding of a love I couldn't say. You left flowers by my door, petals scattered on the floor. Once they burned a crimson red, now they're pale like words unsaid. Every memory lost its shape, every promise slowly frayed. I keep tracing where we were in a world that feels like blur. We're just roses without color, fading in a silent room. It used to feel like endless summer, now it's always stuck in June. If love had one more season, would it find its way back through, or stay roses without color, just a ghost of me and you? Photographs begin to crack, like a heart that won't go back. I hear echoes in the rain, calling out your hidden name. Every night I try to see who I was when you loved me, but the mirror shows the truth, lonely eyes and fading you. We're just roses without color, fading in a silent room. It used to feel like endless summer, now it's always stuck in June. If love had one more season, would it find its way back through, or stay roses without color, just a ghost of me and you? Maybe time will paint a sculpt, turn the broken into whole. But tonight the petals fall, and I'm learning to let go. We're just roses without color, drifting like a lost perfume. Every heartbeat growing colder, every shadow filled with you. Even if the dawn remembers all the love we thought was true. We were standing on the edge of a love we never said, half a step from something real, half a heart afraid to feel. Every glance a hidden sign, every touch crossed the line, but we stay between the words, like a song we never heard. almost was enough to keep me dreaming. Almost felt like we belonged. We were dancing with a meaning, but the timing went all wrong. I kept holding on to moments that were slipping through my hands. Almost was enough to love you, but not enough to stand. Late night talks, it felt so true. Every sky was painted blue. You said maybe never, yes. Left my heart in tenderness. I kept waiting for a sign, for your shadow next to mine, but forever stayed unsure, like a wound without a cure. Almost was enough to keep me dreaming. Almost felt like we belonged. We were dancing with a meaning, but the timing went all wrong. I kept holding on to moments that were slipping through my hands. Almost was enough to love you, but not enough to stand. If we met another way, would you choose me? Would you stay? Or were we just passing through? A forever we never knew. Almost was enough to break me slowly, enough to make me believe. But love lives in the spaces between the words you couldn't speak. Now I'm learning from the silence, trying hard to understand. Almost was enough to love you, but not enough to stand. Your jacket's still beside my chair, like you might come back and care. Every room repeats your name. Nothing here feels quite the same. I read the words you never wrote, hear the truth inside your throat. Even quiet has a sound when the love is breaking down. Your silence still rings in my head, louder than the words you said. Every pause a falling star, reminding me how far you are. I keep listening for your voice in the echoes we became. Your silence still rings forever, like a never-ending rain. Midnight walks with empty hands, tracing all the broken plans. I replay our last goodbye, searching for a hidden why. Maybe love was turning cold, maybe stories can't be told, but the quiet left a scar deeper than the loudest wall. Your silence still rings in my head, louder than the words you said. Every pause a falling star, reminding me how far you are. I keep listening for your voice in the echoes we became. Your silence still rings forever, like a never-ending rain. like a melody gone wrong. Every memory keeps playing like an unfinished song. Even if the world grows louder, I still hear you just the same. Street light pouring through the blinds, painting memories in my mind. Your side of the bed feels cold, like a story left untold. Every night I turn around, hoping you'll be lying down, but the quiet pulls me low, where the lonely shadows grow. There are shadows on my pillow, where your heartbeat used to be. Every dream turns into echoes, every echo calls for you and me. I keep reaching through the darkness for a love I can't outgrow. Just shadows on my pillow, where you said you'd never go. Your perfume still in the air, like you're almost standing there. I replay our last embrace, searching for your hidden face. I was holding on to time, trying hard to read the signs, but forever slipped away like the night before the day. There are shadows on my pillow, where your heartbeat used to be. Every dream turns into echoes, every echo calls for you and me. I keep reaching through the darkness for a love I can't outgrow. Just shadows on my pillow, where you said you'd never go. If the morning breaks the spell, will I finally wish you well, or keep living in the blue, where every shadow looks like you? There are shadows on my pillow, fading slowly with the dawn. Every tear becomes a whisper, telling me you're truly gone. Still I lie here in the silence. You spoken words that never stayed, half a yes and half afraid. Every promise felt so near, then disappeared into the air. I kept reading between the lines, turning doubts to hopeful signs, but your heart was drifting free, somewhere far from you and me. I was lost in your maybe, holding on to what could be. Every smile felt like forever, every silence broke in me. You were dancing on the border between love and letting go. I was lost in your maybe, with a truth I didn't know, with a truth didn't know. Late night talks that felt so real, soft confessions you conceal. Every soon became alive, fading like a midnight sky. I believed in every spark, even shining through the dark. But your footsteps never stayed, just another planet late. I was lost in your maybe, holding on to what could be. Every smile felt like forever, every silence broken me. You were dancing on the border between love and letting go. I was lost in your maybe, with a truth I didn't know, with a truth I didn't know. If you had just said goodbye, would it hurt me less tonight? Or was hope my own disguise, hiding tears behind my eyes? I was lost in your maybe, in a dream that felt so true. Now the echoes keep reminding I was never chosen by you. Still I walk through all the memories. Midnight whispers on the glass, every moment slowly passed. City lights begin to blur, like the memory of her. Footsteps echo down the street, lonely rhythm, broken beat. Every drop that falls tonight feels like tears in silver light. There's a rain that knows my name, calling softly through the pain. Every drop repeats your voice, like a love I couldn't save. I keep walking through the storm, hoping I'll forget somehow. But the rain that knows my name still remembers us right now. Neon shadows on my skin, where your warmth had once been. I replay our last embrace, searching for your fading face. Every promise washed away, like the colors turning gray. And the sky keeps asking why love can't fall without goodbye. There's a rain that knows my name, calling softly through the pain. Every drop repeats your voice, like a love I couldn't save. I keep walking through the storm, hoping I'll forget somehow. Will the memories be gone? Or will every cloud I see still be crying just for me? There's a rain that knows my name, falling gently on my soul. Every tear becomes a story of a heart that lost control, even when the sky turns quiet. Blue lights flashing through the glass, memories I can't outrun. City breathing way too fast, but my heart feels left undone. Your reflection in the rearview fades into the midnight air. Every mile pulls me further from the love we used to share. Blue lights, empty roads tonight, driving through a lonely sky. Every turn feels like a question, every answer passes by. I keep chasing old horizons where your shadow used to glow. Just blue lights and empty roads with a heart that won't let go. Radio plays our favorite song, but the meaning feels so wrong. Every lyric sounds like you, every note a shade of blue. I was holding on to sparks while you disappeared in dark. Now the silence rides with me like a quiet memory. Blue lights, empty roads tonight, driving through a lonely sky. Every turn feels like a question, every answer passes by. I keep chasing old horizons where your shadow used to glow. Just blue lights and empty roads with a heart that won't let go. If I stop, will I feel you? If I run, will I be free? Every sign along the highway points me back to you and me. Blue lights, empty roads forever, fading slowly into dawn. Every mile writes a goodbye to a love that's moving on. Still I drive through all the echoes. We were dancing on a line between your world and mine. Every whisper felt so real, every touch I tried to steal. You said love was just a game, but you kept calling my name. I knew the truth from the start, still I gave you all my heart. If loving you was wrong, why did it feel so right? Why did your arms feel like home? loving you is wrong, I'd still choose you. Every secret in your eyes held 1,000 hidden lies, but your smile pulled me in like a beautiful sin. I kept running from the signs, crossing all the warning lines. Love can make a heart believe, even when it's meant to leave. And loving you was wrong. Why did it feel so right? Why did your arms feel like home? Every single night I would fall 1,000 times, even knowing I'd lose you. If loving you was wrong, I'd still choose you. Maybe someday I'll forgive all the dreams we couldn't live, but tonight I hold the flame, even if it burns my name. If loving you was wrong, then I don't wanna be right. Every scar becomes a story, every tear a fading light. Though the ending feels like silence, loving you was wrong. I'd still choose you. Three a.m. the ceiling stares, counting all my quiet prayers. Your side of the bed stays cold, like a story never told. Every shadow feels like you, every dream I'm falling through. And silence feels too loud when your ghost is all around. I'm sleepless without you tonight, lost between the dark and light. Every heartbeat feels delayed in the space your love once made. I keep turning through the hours, hoping morning pulls me through, but every night feels endless, sleepless without you. Streetlights flicker on the wall, like your footsteps down the hall. I replay our last goodbye, searching for the reason why. Coffee cups and tired eyes, holding on to old goodbyes. I was stronger when you stayed, now I'm slowly drifting gray. I'm sleepless without you tonight, lost between the dark and light. Every heartbeat feels delayed in the space your love once made. I keep turning through the hours, hoping morning pulls me through, but every night feels endless, sleepless without you. If I soft laughter in a tone. Every hay feels far away, like a dream that couldn't stay. I keep pressing play again, trying to escape the end, but the static fills the air where your warmth used to be there. Faded voice messages in the dark, like a ghost inside my heart. Every word you left behind plays on an endless rewind. I keep listening for the truth hidden in what we once knew. Just faded voice messages, trying to hold on to you. Your goodbye still sounds so near, wrapped inside a fragile tear. Every pause between your lines feels like breaking space and time. I was hoping you would call, say we didn't lose it all, but the silence answered me with a quiet memory. Faded voice messages in the dark, like a ghost inside my heart. Every word you left behind plays on an endless rewind. I keep listening for the truth hidden in what we once knew. Just faded voice messages, trying to hold on to you. If I delete the sound tonight, will I finally feel alright? Or will echoes still remain, whispering your name again? Faded voice messages slowly fade, like the promises we made. Every echo turns to blue, every silence speaks of you, and I'm left here in the quiet. We were standing on the edge of a love we never said. Fingers closed but never crossed, counting dreams we almost lost. Every look felt like a spark, lighting fires in the dark. But the timing slipped away, like the words we couldn't say. Back when we were almost everything, almost hearts and wedding rings, almost dancing in the light, almost staying every night. We were one step from forever, but forever chose to hide. Now we're only almost lovers, walking on opposite sides. Coffee shops and midnight calls, writing names on empty walls. Every laugh a silent plea for the love we couldn't be. You would smile and look away, like you feared what love might say. And I waited far too long, hoping almost wasn't wrong. Back when we were almost everything, almost hearts and wedding rings, almost We were standing in the doorway. Time was barely moving on. Every second felt like forever, like a love already gone. Your eyes said more than words could, but your silence closed the door. I could feel my world collapsing, like it had a life before. Heartbeats in slow motion, every breath a quiet goodbye. I was reaching for your shadow while you learned to let me die. Every moment stretched between us like a dream we couldn't save. Just heartbeats in slow motion, fading into yesterday. Your perfume still in the hallway, echoes dancing on the floor. I kept hoping you'd come back again, like you always did before. But the distance kept on growing, like a crack I couldn't mend. Every promise turned to silence, every us became an end. Heartbeats in slow motion, every breath a quiet goodbye. I was reaching for your shadow while you learned to let me die. Every moment stretched between us like a dream we couldn't save. Just heartbeats in slow motion, fading into yesterday. If I pause this fragile moment, would your hand still hold on tight? Or was I the only one here trying to stop the night? Heartbeats in slow motion, turning love into a ghost show. Every echo keeps reminding I was trying most. Heartbeats in slow motion, turning love into a ghost. Every echo keeps reminding I was trying the most. We carved our names into the night, swore forever felt so right. But time erased what we believed, like a dream we couldn't keep. Your words were warm like summer rain. Now they echo through the pain. Every vow we used to hold turned to silence, turning cold. A promise that dissolved in the air, like a whisper no one hears. I kept reaching for forever while you disappeared in years. Every memory feels unfinished, like a song without a close. Just a promise that dissolved into someone I don't know. Oh, begin to fade, of the plans we never made. Your goodbye without a sound left my heart without a ground. I was building us a sky, you were learning how to fly. Different dreams, a different view, and the distance slowly grew. A promise that dissolved in the air, like a whisper no one hears. I kept reaching for forever while you disappeared in years. Every memory feels unfinished, like a song without a close. Just a promise that dissolved into someone I don't know. Maybe love was just a moment, frozen in a fragile light. We were holding on to echoes while the future slipped from sight. A promise that dissolved like rain, falling softly through my hands. Every tear becomes a lesson, every ending understand. Every ending understand. Midnight falls across the room, shadows stretch like fading blooms. Your reflection used to stay, now the silence fills the space. Every clock forgets to move, every star reminds me of you. I keep writing in the dark, but your name won't leave my heart. Midnight without your name feels colder than the rain. Every whisper sounds the same, calling someone who has changed. I keep searching through the blue for a sign that leads to you, but it's just another midnight without your name. City lights through broken glass, watching memories slowly pass. Every street we used to know feels like somewhere I can't go. I remember how you laughed, like forever couldn't crack. Now the echoes fade away with the words you didn't say. Midnight without your name feels colder than the rain. Every whisper sounds the same, calling someone who has changed. I keep searching through the blue for a sign that leads to you, but it's just another midnight without your name. If I write your name in stars, will it heal these quiet scars, or will morning wash it clean like a love that's never seen? Midnight without your name turns every dream to gray. Still I hold on to the flame, though you walked away. City colors on my face, running through a crowded place. every sign a flashing light, while your memory walks by. Music loud, but I feel small. Your old jacket in my car. Every street we used to know feels like somewhere I can't go. Tears in neon lights tonight, turning red and blue to white. Every shadow looks like you. Every heartbeat breaks in two. I keep dancing through the pain, like I'm trying to escape, but the tears in neon lights still spill out your name. Taxi windows blurring, washing over every lane. Your reflection in the glass, like a ghost that won't just pass. Friends keep asking if I'm fine. I just laugh and change the line, 'cause the truth is hard to say. I still miss you every day. Tears in neon lights tonight, turning red and blue to white. Every shadow looks like you. Every heartbeat breaks in two. I keep dancing through the pain, like I'm trying to escape, but the tears in neon lights still spill out your name. If the night could hide my scars, would I forget who we are? Or would every flashing glow bring me back to long ago? Tears in neon lights keep falling while the city sings goodbye, and I'm lost between the colors of a love that won't We used to talk until sunrise. Now there's silence in your eyes. Every message feels delayed, like a love that slowly fades. Different roads, a different view. I kept reaching out to you, but the space between our hearts turned into 1,000 miles. We became the distance we feel. Two strangers standing here. Every word fell out of place. Every touch began to break. I was holding on to us while you learned to let it go. Now we're only just a memory of a love we used to know. Empty seats across the train. Every stop repeats your name. Photographs inside my phone feel heavier alone. I remember softer days when forever felt so safe, but the silence grew too loud and we slowly turned around. We became the distance we feel. Two strangers standing here. Every word fell out of place. Every touch began to break. I was holding on to us while you learned to let it go. Now we're only just a memory slowly fray. Still I whisper through the blue, I once belonged to you. Golden light across the ocean, colors fading into gray. I remember how you promised you would never walk away. Every wave repeats your name, every breeze feels like a flame. I keep standing where you left me, hoping things won't stay the same. I'm still waiting at sunset, where your shadow used to be, holding on to every moment that you left inside of me. Even when the sky goes dark and the stars forget to shine, I'm still waiting at sunset for a love that once was mine. Footsteps fading in the sand, like a story out of hand. Every dream we drew together washes slowly with the tide. People pass but I don't move, 'cause this place still feels like you, and the silence says your goodbye in a way I never knew. I'm still waiting at sunset, where your shadow used to be, holding on to every moment that you left inside of me. Even when the sky goes dark and the stars forget to shine, I'm still waiting at sunset for a love that once was mine. Maybe time will pull me forward, maybe I will learn to heal, but tonight the sky reminds me of a love that felt too real. Still waiting as the daylight dies, with your memory in my eyes, and the last light softly says some goodbyes never end. If we met on a different morning, in a world that felt brand new, maybe timing wouldn't break us, maybe I'd still be with you. You fly without a warning, burning bright but burning fast. Every dream we try to hold on felt like shadows from the past. Love me in another life, where our hearts don't have to hide, where forever isn't fragile and you never say goodbye. If the stars could rearrange us, maybe we would finally be everything we couldn't become in this reality. Photographs across the table, smiling like we never broke. after all the smoke, I don't blame the way it ended. Some loves fade without a sound, but a part of me still wonders if we make it the next time around. Let me in another life where our hearts don't have to hide, where forever isn't fragile and you never say goodbye. If the stars could rearrange us, maybe we would finally be everything we couldn't become. In this reality, maybe somewhere past the skyline, there's a version of us too, holding hands without the heartbreak, living dreams we never knew. So as time begins again someday and our worlds align just right,